from New York to... Sports proudly brings you Knicks basketball. Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. And, of course, Dwight Howard. He's a guy that will be sorely missed.
And to say the deal changes the look and the feel of this franchise, quite frankly, is stating the obvious. They are a vastly different team than they were just a few days ago. Obviously looking long-term rather than short.
And here's Valanciunas. He'll bring it up for New Orleans.
It is amazing how good a three-point shooter Jonas Valanciunas has become.
Well, he didn't attempt a three in his first 5 years in the NBA. And now he's shooting a ton of them. So he's got great feel, great touch, and it's done a lot to round out his game.
Now here's Randall. After the miss from Tyrese Maxey. Yep, that one goes.
Look for signs of Randall trying to continue to improve as a passer. He was unselfish on that play.
Now here's Maxey. Driving inside. The shot's good.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Knicks shooting their first free throw tonight.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
I think people underestimated the Pelicans last year. They had such a tough start to the season, but still were able to make it to the playoffs.
And so he makes both from the line. Unfortunately, the Pelicans did make a first-round exit in the postseason, Greg.
In a series they took to 6 games, but yeah, couldn't put together that deep run. Maybe this year things will be different.
Nailed from three-point land.
And Ingram and his court awareness continue to grow. A terrific dime there.
Fournier for three. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I did have a chance to catch up with Tom Thibodeau. He said in the first meeting between these teams, his guys weren't as sharp as they needed to be offensively. He thinks that cost them the game. He told me, if we take care of the basketball and execute in half court like I know we're capable of, it puts us in a good position to win tonight. Well, we'll see if that holds true tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
Thanks, D.A. Sounds like, Greg, we can expect some fireworks from their shooting.
And the hope is that they take what the defense gives them rather than forcing things.
Could be about just 2 things for them right now, patience and trust.
Here's Barrett. Zion Williamson making his last shot. Shoots over Ingram. Misses off the left iron.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Here's Williamson, and finished off by Williamson.
Yeah, it looks like Zion's got the stage all to himself there, just tearing down the rim.
Brunson scanning the floor. To the inside. Randall. And Randall throws it down.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
To Williamson. And Williamson throws it down.
And some pinball action out there as defenders just bouncing off of Williamson on that play.
Here's Barrett. Fournier in the corner. Back to Barrett. Lets the three fly. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing. On that possession, they were all over him on the perimeter.
Robinson with the block.
The 7'4" wingspan of Robinson going to work on that shot. Swatted away.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Now here's Brunson. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there in the defense. Some rookies take time to get acclimated to the NBA. But that was not the case with Herbert Jones.
Yeah, Herb started his second game in the league, and for a second-round pick to make that immediate of an impact is pretty rare in the NBA. He did play all 4 years of college ball, but he came in the NBA ready to rock.
4 on the clock. Here's Barrett. Misses off the right iron.
Well, he's just really struggling right now with everything he's throwing up. Nothing really helping out in terms of his confidence. I mean, these ones aren't even close.
Oh, great ball movement there.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And, you know, guys, he had a big game at the free throw line in their last outing.
When you add the length to the skill set that Brandon Ingram brings to every game, you really have a tough matchup for any opponent. Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
And a good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. New Orleans on top. They lead by 2. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for New Orleans.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Pass to Walker from downtown. It's rebounded by Hayes. Pelicans leading by 4. Ingram with it from outside the arc. New Orleans moving it around. Brent, do you think shooting has improved over the years, or are there just more good shooters on the floor?
Well, Kevin, if you had a bubble, I'd be bursting. If you look back over the last 10 years, maybe go 20 years, shooting has not changed. Percentages have not changed, both from two-point land, three-point land, free throw line. It's not that there are more good shooters in the league. There's just more surprises as to who it is you see taking the shots.
Here's Ingram, following the score by Derrick Rose. Here's the 3, and again, New Orleans with the triple.
And don't be surprised if Valanciunas can step behind that arc and knock it down.
To the paint. Here's Toppin. Oh, jams it right over Valanciunas. Wow.
And Toppin getting a little bit fancy with the throwdown that time.
Ahead. Jumps up. And Toppin throws it down.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Pelicans. New Orleans in the lead.
And it's been a rough stretch for the New York Knicks, a team that has only had a handful of playoff appearances in the last 20 years.
And they're able to recover. Rose with the ball. He lobs it up. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much, guys. Growing up, Mitchell Robinson didn't play basketball, but a 7-inch growth spurt in the 8th grade changed things. He fell to the 36th pick overall in 2018, but his physical tools have made him a presence. One key to his success, he says, just run the floor. If you're the first man down the court, you can get the ball. Kevin, that sounds pretty simple to me.
It does to me, too. Keep it simple and use that athleticism. David, thanks. The Knicks are trying to get back to being competitive, GA, but it has been difficult, hasn't it?
They haven't been able to attract top-level talent for quite some time, which is surprising when you consider this big market and the status this franchise has within the city.
Now, here's Walker. Larry Nance unable to get his shot to go. There's a screen by Toppin. Pass to Hartenstein. Now, here's Reddish. 6 to shoot. Nance comes with the double team. Here's Toppin. That one a little long. And the Pelicans with possession here. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Nance outside. Three-pointer. And the Pelicans miss again.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Now here's Rose.
I love it when Rose looks to share the ball, especially when his teammates are open like that.
Here's Murphy. Outside for Bledsoe. And 1:01 left now here in the second. Pass to Alvarado. And here's Murphy. Got a piece of it. Out of bounds. Pelicans ball as New Orleans keeps possession. So for the Pelicans, clock at 2. New Orleans needs to get off a shot. To the wing right side. From deep. Walker. They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Here's Ingram. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Well, he's throwing the defense off balance, and then he gets to the bucket. That's a nice move from Ingram.
Out to the right wing. Outside, Walker. Throws it up high. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Maxey in the corner. Back to Jones. Stolen by Rose. Out to the right wing. 1 second left.
And just to contest, a big man like Valanciunas putting a hand up makes that shot incredibly difficult.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. And it's Maxey with the ball for the Pelicans. They lead by 1. Pass to Valanciunas. The Knicks pull it in. They host the Clippers after this game. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Barrett with the ball. Inside, Randall. Good D by Williamson.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
Hey, guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Picked by Randall. Lock at 6. And Randall throws it down.
Yeah, you could see that RJ had seen him open earlier and then got in the right spot to deliver.
And Greg, just like you, Julius Randle is a southpaw, left-handed.
Yeah, you know, the angles are different for lefties where we operate a little differently. And I think that can throw defenders off. So I'm always going to pull for the southpaw.
And here's Barrett. After the three-pointer from Jonas Valanciunas, here's Maxey. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Jalen Brunson. New Orleans shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
Here's some facts. Go back to 2000, and the Knicks have won just one playoff series. Total. One.
Ingram outside. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Maxey, no good.
Man, I thought he was making that in so close. That's some aggressive defense.
And the Knicks have struggled, Brent, over the last 2 decades. Why is that?
Well, I think they just struck out thinking that everybody wants to come and play in New York City. And when you find out that nobody wants to play in New York City, it's really hard to build a roster. They have not had a first All-NBA player since Patrick Ewing in the 90s. So there's been a big bite taken out of the Big Apple in terms of their competitiveness.
Here's Valanciunas, and rattles out the dunk. You know, the layup might have been a better shot for him. Some nice passing by New York here. Back to Robinson. And the dunk by Robinson.
The man was wide open there, and Julius Randle understood the timing to get him the ball to get that score.
26.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
Timeout, New Orleans. Here they are, fans. Put your hands together for your Knicks City Dancer.
The Pelicans making a switch here.
Make some noise for your Knicks City Dancer.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Pass to Nance. Back to Maxey. Williamson, the screen. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
There had been so much talk about Zion wanting out of New Orleans. That was all put to rest this past summer. Zion signing a loaded extension to keep him with the Pelicans for the next handful of years.
And as incredible as Zion Williamson has been and is, the big problem, Greg, is keeping him ready to play. His health.
And there have been all sorts of opinions chiming in on whether he can play at a high weight. But the bottom line is something needs to happen to keep him healthy. He's lost too much time early in his career.
And it's Robinson with the jam.
Well, he's just too big and too athletic to be given that kind of position. Mitchell Robinson, an easy deuce.
Stolen by Robinson. Pass to Fournier. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
We've got 1:23 left to play in the third. Wilson with it. Now guarded by Ingram. Outside for Robinson. Just 5 to shoot. That ties the game. Robinson's got 6 here in this quarter.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Here's Bledsoe. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
Trey Murphy. Eric Bledsoe. Jose Alvarado.
To the middle. Here's Nance. Just 4 to shoot. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
The defender's trying to get aggressive because when Larry Nance Jr. gets into that area, he becomes problematic.
And Barrett has got the ball here for the New York Knicks. And Randle throws it down.
Could be top 10 easiest assists that Fournier's had.
Bledsoe right side. Pass to Nance. Here's Alvarado. The shot's good on the assist by Nance. Alvarado's got his first basket.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Barrett for 3. And they recover it. Here's Brunson. Got it off in time. And that one released in time, but no good. That's the end of the third, and it's all tied up. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next.
Pelican. 32.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Now the Knicks with it. Pass to Fournier. Beyond the arc. Hits the three-point bomb.
And a nice spark for their offense here in the second half. Now above 50% for the game.
Knicks lead 35-32.
Now Williamson. Gets in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Well, this is when Zion's at his best. He gets to the interior, can use that quickness and explosiveness.
Jones with it. Defended now by Fournier. Pass to Ingram. And slam dunk by Ingram. Well, as we move into the fourth, it's been an even game.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
Barrett with the ball. Lets it go from deep. Brunson goes in. Shot clock at 5. Down low. Here's Williamson. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Sometimes it's the ripcord that you have to pull, Kevin, in guarding Zion. The only way to stop him is to foul him.
And both free throws good for Williamson. Knicks trailed by 3. Brunson with it. Now guarded by Ingram. Robinson, that's good.
Well, if I'm a point guard right now, I am finding Robinson every time I have a chance.
Here's Valanciunas. The second chance effort. Randall grabs the board. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Pass to Williamson. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
New York trailing. Pass to Fournier. Shoots the 3. That shot missing. So the Pelicans will take it the other way. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone. And here is Ingram. Barrett covering. And stolen by Fournier. And here's Barrett. Inside. Here's Robinson. Outside for Randall. Pass to Barrett. There's a screen by Robinson. And R.J. Barrett hits from deep. And the Knicks lead by 2.
R.J. Barrett wanting the ball and coming through. That was critical.
And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Outside, Maxey.
Second team.
Back to Ingram. To the middle. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Big bucket from the big man as Valanciunas knocks it in.
Pass to Barrett. This one for 3. Valanciunas grabs the board. And here's Valanciunas. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. Cuts it 5 from 18. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Valanciunas continues to work on that shot. The catch and shoot and the great rhythm there.
Pass to Randall. Now Brunson. Randall with the ball. Yep, it counts. Randall's got the game tied up here for New York.
How about Randall? Dependable big in a big moment.
Williamson with it. "56 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Now here's Brunson. And Jones over to help. Brunson with it. Maxey covering. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. "35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. For three, Ingram.
As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
Picked by Randall. Here's Barrett. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
Yeah, those free throws make things a little more simpler right now. They just have to guard against the three-pointer.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. They're trailing by 3. 16 seconds left in the game. Guys, what do you think?
And if you can get a three, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Don't force something up. You got to be smart here.
It's stolen by Reddish. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
And the grizzled veteran Rose, no stranger to having to up the ante and come up clutch.
Yeah, that'll ice it right there. Not everybody can keep their composure at the line in such a big situation.
We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Screened by Valanciunas. To end the run. And again, no good by New Orleans. So it's New York picking up the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another.